They were only doing 3 clean jobs a day, same crew, same hours. Then a $4,000 change doubled capacity.
The generator used to whine, the hose was coiled like a sleeping snake in the corner, and every stop felt like a tug of war with time.
I'm Cameron Burrell, Army engineer veteran, entrepreneur, and fleet services operator. And today, we're breaking down the exact playbook that turned that yard into a different business. No fluff. You'll get a decision checklist, a simple payback method, low-risk funding options, and a pilot plan you can run next week.
First thing, find the real bottleneck. That's where the money hides.
Not the fanciest tool you want, the constraint that actually limits daily throughput.
Start small. Pick one truck or one route. Time every step. Drive, setup, service, teardown, and any downtime. Use your phone stopwatch. 3 runs across 2 days gives you a clear signal.
Write down minutes lost to each delay. If setup eats 20 minutes and your crew costs $40 an hour, that's roughly $13.33 per job in wasted labor. Multiply that across your jobs, and you suddenly have the real cost on the table.
Use 3 field tools, a timer, a 1-line job log after each stop, and a daily note for the biggest pain point.
If equipment breaks twice a shift, log the minutes. If setup is slow, log those minutes. This gives you the baseline you need to compare to any equipment price. Now, the ROI playbook. Simple math. 3 core numbers. Number 1, incremental revenue from extra jobs or higher margin services. Number 2, marginal cost to deliver those jobs. Number 3, the equipment price. Payback time equals equipment cost divided by monthly net benefit. Net benefit is extra margin per job times extra jobs minus any added operating expense.
Back to that yard. $4,000 for a compact pressure washer. It unlocked 3 extra jobs a day at $60 margin each. That's $180 a day, about $3,600 a month at 5 days a week. Even after 20% for consumables and upkeep, you're cash positive fast. Don't take my word. Write the numbers down on the back of an invoice and check in 30 days.
To avoid emotional buys, use a quick prioritization score. Payback months, throughput impact, and implementation complexity. Score each 1 to 5. Weight payback highest, throughput second, complexity third. Rank your options and let the math beat the impulse.
Funding. Here's where most small operators trip up. If you have idle cash that doesn't strip your reserves, buying outright is cheapest. But when cash is tight, consider short-term leases, 12 to 24-month equipment loans, vendor terms, or renting to pilot first.
Run the cash flow math. If a loan payment is $200 and the equipment adds $800 net margin per month, you're in the green. If the payment is $600 and the gain is $700, that's a risky squeeze. Always run a sensitivity. What if throughput is 20% lower than forecast? Can you still cover the payment? If not, rethink the funding or the pilot approach. Yes, vendors will promise you the moon. Don't buy the promise. Buy the numbers you can measure. Pilot and operationalize. Treat the first 30 to 90 days like an experiment with 3 clear metrics: throughput lift, minutes saved per job, and margin change. Give the pilot one owner, a lead tech or manager who enforces the checklist, runs the log, and reports daily. Make training 2 focused hours, a setup teardown checklist, and a 1-page troubleshooting guide. Pilots fail 2 ways: bad measurement and no SOP. If you don't track the right numbers, you can't judge success. If you don't change quoting and dispatch, the new capacity gets eaten by slack. So before you start, tell sales how to quote the extra capacity. Tell dispatch how to schedule it. And lock the new steps into your SOPs. SOPs are the glue that keeps the gains from leaking back out. If the pilot succeeds, scale deliberately. Buy enough units for rollout.
update crew incentives to reward throughput, and run a 1-week field refresher to iron out differences. If the pilot fails, return, resell, or renegotiate. That's why I often recommend rentals or vendor trials for first-time buys. They preserve options. Quick tactical reminders. Negotiate service and spare parts up front. Downtime kills ROI. Favor modular gear for better resale. Track pilot numbers in a simple spreadsheet with start and end times and notes. Assign a single metric owner to sign off. Look, caution without action is just a slow way to stay stuck. Small, measured bets with real metrics are how you grow without over-leveraging cash flow. So here's your 3-step checklist to use this week. Score potential purchases. Run a short pilot with clear KPIs and an owner. Then scale only if the numbers hold. Pick one small upgrade to test this month. Not a wish list item, one measurable change you can evaluate in 30 to 90 days. Run the math, set the pilot owner, and decide at the end. If you want a 1-page worksheet that walks through scoring, payback math, and a pilot plan, I've put together a downloadable template to speed this up. Head to vetbizmedia.com/fleetwash and download the Fleetwash Business Blueprint. It includes the equipment ROI worksheet and a sample SOP checklist you can adapt in under an hour. Thanks for listening to the Veteran Entrepreneur Network. If this episode helped, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with another entrepreneur, veteran, owner-operator, or small business pro. Our mission is to help you build stronger businesses, improve operations, and create new opportunities. Keep building, keep learning, keep leading, and keep moving forward. We'll see you on the next episode.